What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hellcat channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to change these differential fluids if you don't already know how. If you do, that's okay. Everybody does stuff a little different. This is just the way I do it. If you mess your fooler up, it's on you. It has nothing to do with me. So pretty much you just want to take your skid plate off the KINGQUAD. I forget how many bolts it is. And then you got a 19mm bolt right here on the bottom of the diff. I've already drained these, which you can see, there's the old fluid. Let it drain. Buy you one of these El Cheapo funnels from the Wally World, wherever auto parts store. Then what you want to do is you can use pretty much any wet brake application, but I choose to use factory Suzuki oils, which you can see here. I have used other stuff in the past, but $8.95, $10.95. I mean, what's the big deal, you know? So I've already put the plug back in the rear diff and got the funnel in, and I have refilled it with your wet brake oil. So there is approximately 946 milliliters in this quart. If you want to get technical, the actual service manual calls for 770 milliliters in the final gear case. What does that leave you with? About 173 in the bottle. I've stopped right here. Now I can pull the funnel out and look, and it's right at the top. So we are good there. We don't want to go any further with that. Fill it up where you can reach in, barely touch it. There's your fluid. Put your lid back on it, which is right here. And I recommend wiping off your thing because see the dirt ring around the seal? What's it going to hurt to wipe that off, you know? Get that there. Never hurts to do small things to help keep dirt from getting in your diff. So drain. Don't over tighten there. It plainly says in the service manual to 16.5 foot-pounds. Now, if you don't know what that is, don't have a torque wrench. I have a torque wrench, but I didn't use it on it. It's not crushing tight. Just tighten it. Snug it up. That's all you got to do. Then you also got dirt around your ring right there on the diff. I recommend wiping that off and reinstalling the top plug. And then you want to climb up and under here, and just for giggles, you want to make sure your rear diff is not leaking. Because after all, this is just a crush washer that's on these. And we look like we're good. So that'll cover your rear differential. Simple. Don't take your quad to the dealership. They'll charge you an arm and leg to do something like this. You can literally, if the skid plate is off, change your rear diff. It takes more time for it to drain than it does change it. A couple minutes. All right. So let me get up here to the front, reposition the camera, and we'll do the front. Okay guys, we're going to do the front diff. It's actually draining at the moment. Previously I had Schaefer's GL4, I think it is, oil in this. Okay, so best I can tell, by the looks of this fluid, there ain't nothing wrong with that fluid at 700 miles. It's still green, and that's Schaefer's oil. I don't know if any of y'all know anything about Schaefer's, but it's some of the best oil made. It didn't need to be changed in the front. That was a waste of time. There is a small amount of metal mush on the magnet. Right there. That is normal. That's why they put a magnet in it. It's just part of wearing. Nothing to be concerned about, blah, blah, blah. But you do want to wash all that out. Clean it out, whatever. And on this one, the front diff, I've got the service manual. It says to refill this with, use Hypoid gear oil, cell 90, API grade GL5. Use Hypoid gear oil, cell 80, API grade GL5 if the vehicle is ridden where the ambient temperature is below 0 Celsius or 32 degrees. Yeah. But I'm using factory Suzuki oil put back in it, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. It says to tighten front differential, drain plug 25 foot-pounds. I think that's a little too much. Let's see if it gives a specific fill ounce-wise. Yes, pour fresh oil through the oil fill hole until it overflows from the oil level hole. When performing an oil change, the front differential will hold about 460 milliliters. That is not a lot, if you don't know that. But you can't mess this up, guys. Here's your front differential oil, factory Suzuki oil. You got 2 bolts. And instead of me showing you, moving the camera, I'm going to show you right here with this. You want to pull these 2 bolts out of the front differential. That is your fill plug, number 2 on top. Here's the bottom of the diff. There's your drain plug. Pull this little bolt out. Put your funnel in here. Fill it until it runs out the bottom bolt. When it starts running out the bottom bolt, put that bolt back in. Put that one back in and tighten them. You're done. It's simple. Drain. Put the plug back in, pull both out, put the funnel into number 2, fill. When it runs out number 1, put that bolt back in, tighten them, you're done. Put your skid plate back on. Relatively simple. Don't overcomplicate it. It's not hard. If you think about it too much, then you overcomplicate it. You want to clean all that metal out of that magnet though. But that's about it, guys. I mean, you don't need to see me tighten a bolt or fill it up. It ain't hard. You've already seen the funnel I use. Just figured I'd show you how to do it. Some people do ask. I also run the KINGQUAD forum on Facebook. It's there's 2 different ones on there. Mine says, I think, KINGQUAD 400, 450, 500, 700, 750. There's about 2,000 or 3,000 members on it if you want to go there and check that out. Other than that, that's about it, guys. I appreciate your time. We got some bad weather coming in tonight. I'm going to try to get this thing wrapped up and be ready to go. Appreciate it. Y'all haven't done so already. Subscribe and share these videos with your friends.